Minecraft is normally a pretty simple game. Break a couple trees, get a couple blaze rods, and kill the ender dragon. And it's pretty easy. If you learn all the speedrun strats and get a half-decent seed, the game is beatable in 30 minutes, tops. Which is why I'm going to try and beat it blindfolded. Now, obviously this isn't an easy challenge, so I'm gonna need someone to guide me. Someone who's experienced, who's speedrun the game countless times, and is one of my best friends. But he wasn't available, so I got his neighbor instead. Meet Pebs. He's a great guy, and I'm also not exactly sure that he can't play anymore because he's moving. This is a homeless man I found on the side of the street. I paid him $10 to help me, and if we don't win, I'm gonna go out back and shoot him. Anyway, 2 rules. I can look at the monitor, he can't send me photos, that's it. If you think I'm cheating, oh well, you gotta trust me. As we loaded into the world, we took a survey of our surroundings, and then I put a blanket on my monitor so that I couldn't see anymore. Your very first challenge, Shadow, is to guide me to the flashback recording button.
Okay, move your mouse up. Stop. Left. Stop. Down. Stop. Click. Yes.
Beautiful. All right, let's go to the tree. And things were going pretty good. Considering I already had a session of this under my belt when I was playing with Pebs, I actually didn't have a very hard time crafting stuff or moving around because I already kind of knew how to do instructions. Like, we just used the recipe book for a lot of it, and it just worked. We had a couple of close calls here and there. Are we dead?
Oh, no. You're 2 hearts down, but there's 2 zombies looking at you. 3 zombies looking at you. Bit right, left, in front of you. Oh my God. You're stuck in a corner.
We dead.
You're not dead. You're not. No, you're not. You would
But
not.
apart from that, it wasn't going too terribly. We managed to find 3 sheep, which was enough wool for a bed, and we started working on a tiny little base. But this is where things went downhill. Shadow was already kind of starting to get pissed off for God knows what reason, and the run came to a screeching halt when I tried to get a tree.
Left a bit. Not too. Yes. Okay. Down. Forward. Left. Left. No. Look behind you. 180. Look. Oh God! Like you.
Like, relax. Seriously, I'm not.
It's a tree.
It's okay if it takes a little bit. I'm prepared.
It stays in one spot. I say, do a 180. Just do a 180. Just 180 on your mouse.
Well, I figured if I walked past the
and
tree,
then you go
if I just walked
backward,
back around
right, left. You're helpless, bro.
Yeah, that wasn't scripted, by the way. I was like, hey man, if you don't want to do this, you can just leave. I have a backup plan. He just got really mad for no reason. I mean, he didn't really mean it. We're still fine, but jeez. Anyway, since people clearly can't be trusted, I just decided to do it alone. And you might be asking, how is that? Very simple. Yeah, I can't see anything. And you might say, oh, well, Hex, like crafting was half the challenge. If you're only blind, it's a bit meh. And that is a completely fair point, but we were already using the recipe book, so I'm sure it's not that big of a deal if I can craft. Plus, I can't sprint when blind, so it's a fair exchange. Considering that I already had basic stone tools, my very first thought was to go and find a cave. Considering I couldn't see even like 4 blocks in front of me, I decided to make a mine inside of my base instead. I'm just digging down until I found something.
Check my C counter. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I think I have enough blocks to dig. Dude, I'm X-ray. What the fuck? I can't tell you the last time I was excited over getting coal, to be honest. There's a creeper right there. This is beautiful. We're in a cave. Okay. We have Fulbright on, so portraits aren't really gonna matter. But we need to be careful. Fuck me. Okay, wait. We gotta... Ugh. Okay. I also think another thing, I don't know if I can actually crit. Because for crits, you gotta be sprinting. That's okay. Need to grab this iron as soon as possible. Okay, beautiful. I can't make a shield. I don't have the wood for it. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up. I'm gonna have to try and leave the cave here. Somehow. This is actually way scarier than I would have imagined. They're like... Hey, I thought that mobs would be a bit more visible. No, I genuinely can't see. At least I'm getting up to full HP, even if I'm gonna be, like, hungry. It's something. I have an axe. So, okay, first mission is to find the hole where I dropped down, and I'm gonna... Or, like, nearby it. I'm just gonna tower up, and we're gonna go up, and we're gonna get some more wood. There should... I believe, be a forest directly straight from my house. Okay, we're gonna try looking around this mine shaft, I believe. Oh! Fuck yes, dude, okay. Wait. Of course. The mine shaft has wood. God, I'm a genius. Why didn't I think of this sooner? What is happening here? Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many cave spiders. Woo! I can't run. I'm dead. Okay. I have nothing. Oh my god, and I'm not blind. That's not a drop that I can make, I don't think. There's a spawner right there! Go. Okay, come on. I went this way. Yep, and then I went up here. Okay, it's fine. Then I went over here. Yeah, then I went down here. Then there's... I don't need a pickaxe, I can just break the wood. I just need to get there in time. That cave spider spawner is gonna be super annoying. Okay, beautiful. I'm dead. Oh, it's here! Oh my god, okay. Okay, next up, I'm gonna get out of here. I've got some good stuff. I don't want to lose it.
Normally, after dying so many times, I'd be like pissed or upset, but here I wasn't. I think part of me was just enjoying how different this experience was to normal Minecraft, and it made me want to keep going.
Okay, my goal now. Wait, is that lava pool I hear? I hear lava pool! I don't think that's just one. I do not think that's just one. That's multiple lavas! Oh my god, I found a lava pool! No! Okay, we gotta mark this hole. We gotta mark this hole right now. We're about to make the most important item for this challenge. Boom. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is just beautiful. This is beautiful.
And now with some basic gear in my possession, I decided to re-venture into the caves.
Alright. Iron. Oh my god, this is actually just impossible. I hear an evildoer approaching me. You're fucking... You gotta be, you cannot be serious right now. Okay, I think it's this way. Oh, iron pickaxe! Okay, iron axe! My iron tool safe. Is my shield safe or no? If my shield burned, that's okay. It's only one iron. It's not the end of the world, though. Alright, still have one iron. Okay.
With that minor scare out of the way, I set my very first goal for this challenge. See, going into this challenge, I already knew the Nether was probably going to be the hardest part, considering that ghast can knock you off bridges and there's lava everywhere, and piglins can sneak up on you in big groups, and not to mention that by being blindfolded, there was a very good chance I would accidentally hit a zombie piglin. I knew that the very first thing I was gonna need were enchants. Even Protection 1 makes it so much easier to traverse the Nether. So, I needed to find at least 5 diamonds and get a lava pool so I could make one.
Glowing sacks. Okay, there's a what? Oh, what the hell? Wait, what? Life hack? When I'm underwater, I can see everything. Oh, we will be abusing that. That's tech. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Oh, fuck. I gotta go back and get some more wood. I don't have enough wood on me for a crafting table. 1, 2, it's 5. Oh my god, 5 diamonds immediately. Ooh. Okay. Come on, man. Let's just... What? Oh my god, I'm actually X-raying.
With that honestly pretty remarkable luck, I had everything I needed for the enchanting table. All I needed now was obsidian in a book, which I could get with a diamond pickaxe, and if I just killed a few cows. So, I went to go gather the rest of the resources.
Oh my god, we got a diamond pickaxe!
Have you ever heard anybody else be that excited over a diamond pickaxe? Yeah, I don't think so. I was having fun doing this challenge, and I think you could tell, but in the back of my mind, I was still worried about the Nether, because it's pretty scary. So
Boom.
I continued getting
Bucket.
stuff for enchants.
Alright, next up, we gotta kill a cow for leather. Leather! We can start making armor. Because we have... I've used up all the iron stuff that I need, I think. So we got some boots. The first of many pieces, I'm hoping. We have obsidian. We have obsidian. All right. I don't believe I'm gonna need obsidian for anything else now. We'll go make a fast portal at the pillar. Bang! Okay. Let's expand the wall. Just a tiny bit this way. Enchanting table with 1 book. F2, beautiful. We'll just take protection, obviously. Take the cheaper one. Okay, really good. R1. Alright, and I guess I'll just put sharpness on my sword. And then flint steel. Okay.
With fully enchanted armor, I was now confident enough that I could survive in the Nether and continue the challenge. Now, for this challenge, I wanted to find a fortress. If I found a bastion, that's cool and it makes my job easier, but realistically, I can probably find a warped forest and get a couple of endermen, so I would just need a fortress, which is much more feasible because getting lucky once is a lot easier than getting lucky twice.
Oh no. This might be the worst. This might be the worst biome to start off in that we could have got. I'm gonna head straight east. I'm just checking the way I am. So straight east. Heading straight east until we find a fortress, baby.
I knew the Nether was always going to be a hard part of the challenge, but I didn't anticipate how scary even small tasks like bridging would be. As I'm sure anybody who's played the game knows, the Nether is super vertical, requiring you to change heights all the time. But because I'm blind, I can't really change my height at all, or I risk falling into a lava pool, or just taking a bunch of fall damage and dying. So I have to bridge everywhere. And while in reality it looked like this, to me, it looked like this.
Bridging is a really bad idea, but I don't know. I want to keep my east mission going. Just keep heading east, then this was probably a good idea. Okay, we're in wastes.
Now, honestly, the Nether was going pretty well for me. It was going a lot better than I expected it would, at least. Aside from a couple of mishaps here and there where I touched a little bit of lava, I wasn't really in any form of danger. But I didn't realize how hard it would be to actually find a structure. And as I was exploring the Nether, actually, it'd be better to just show you the replay file.
must have deleted the replay file that had this, but as you can see, on my left is a bastion, and on my right is a fortress. And just to show you, this is what it looked like with the blindness effect. So I literally couldn't see this bastion, and obviously I couldn't see that fortress, but they were right here, and I missed them both.
As somebody who often says that I am a very lucky guy, obviously this wasn't very lucky. But unfortunately, I had no way of knowing. So my only option was to keep bridging, and while I was bridging, this happened. And what's even more unfortunate is that I went in flashback to go check where the gas killed me from, and I also saw the fortress and the bastion. And I figured that if I knew they were there, it would be cheating, and that I should just make a new world. Anyway, now that we're resetting the world, I thought I'd make some adjustments to the rules, because obviously no one's around to guide me anymore, so it feels justified. The first rule is that upon loading the world and entering the Nether, I'm gonna get anywhere from between like 10 to 30 seconds to create a route where to go. Because honestly, that Nether was miserable. I just picked a direction and I went. So having some sense of direction is better than none. And number two, I'm gonna unblind myself when I break all the end crystals. Why? I just thought it would be cool. Anyway, loading into this new world, I noticed that I am on a mountain and there is 2 trees nearby me. So I made up a route. Get those trees and then wing it. Oh, and also, I'm trying to reach 5K by the end of the year. So yeah, the button down there.
There were trees over here. I missed them.
However, I missed the trees, and I ended up wandering for a grand total of 4 minutes just to find wood. And it didn't stop there, because I genuinely ended up wandering the entire world like some sort of demented 75-year-old man, just to find sheep.
I can't seem to find... I'm going to find a village before I find a tree at this rate. Flower forest, maybe? Your horse on my left, that's great, man. I see a lot of animals, but I'm not seeing a lot of... How long was that? I do want to know. Alright, next up. This would be a good spot for a base, but... unfortunately, I don't see nor do I hear any sheep. We gotta go find sheep for a bed. I guess that these string from spiders could also work. I'm just kind of amazed at just how much I've walked without finding anything significant, but I guess that's kind of how it works with this, huh? I mean, you saw in the last... Okay, beautiful. We might have to rely on string, which is going to be really scary. Because then if I'm far away from spawn, which I already am, then you're going to make me spawn in. Where the fuck am I, man? I'm not making a base here. I'm making a boat. I'm heading across the ocean. We're just gonna go. This is so fast in comparison to whatever the fuck I was doing. Where am I? This is the search to find a sheep, bro. There's no way that I have to walk this much to find one sheep. Will I find a village or a sheep first? Stay fucking tuned, bro. I find the stronghold first, maybe. Even. Oh, hey, man. Dude, hell yeah, you're coming with me. Oh my god. We can make a base. Alright, buddy.
There is so much footage of that I didn't even show. Genuinely, that entire walking sequence was like 20 minutes. And honestly, I don't even remember half of it. I don't remember it. It was such a fever dream. I don't know what the hell was going on. And you wanna know the funniest part of that whole thing? At the very beginning, I went slightly off course to the left instead of going straight forward. And genuinely, by going slightly off course to the left there, I just missed a village that was at spawn. First off, I don't know how I didn't see it when I gave myself my 30 seconds of scouting or whatever, but I just completely walked past it. And the end result was that I had to walk for 20 minutes just to find a total of free sheep for a bed. But again, this was like the most fun I've had playing the game single player in years. However, I am noticing that of this current moment, I don't really have a storyline for this video besides I'm really liking Minecraft again. So let's see if I can come up with something. Okay. Oh, I could do some Greek mythology. Actually, on second thought, maybe not that one. Anyway, I made my base, and considering that there is literally nothing else to do, I decided to go mining. The cave under my base was relatively small compared to last time at least, and I also didn't find a lava pool anywhere. So I decided to change up my strategy. Considering that I had a shield, an axe, and a chestplate, I figured that I should go look for a trial chamber. Trial chambers can give stuff like protection 1 or protection 2 armor, which is realistically the max that I'm going to get anyway for this challenge, and it can also offer stuff like golden apples, and maybe if I get lucky, I can even get a mace. Now the way I'm going to do that is by using the pie chart. I'm sure that by now all of you know how the pie chart works, but I'm not sure that all of you know that trial spawners can actually appear on the pie chart. So if I find one of those, that means there's a chamber nearby me.
Oh my god, there's a trial spawner here.
But while looking for the trial chamber, I found something else. And honestly, this footage looks the closest any of my footage has ever looked to looking like that I'm cheating. Wait, what the fuck? Dang. Whoa. Dude, am I hacking? Oh my god, what the fuck? Like, I'm just finding these. It's in this area. It could be higher up. I'm gonna have to release this replay file publicly, man. With that, frankly, incredible luck out of the way, I decided that going to the trial chamber really wasn't a thing that I needed to do anymore, considering the amount of diamonds I had was enough to get me basically fully geared. So I went into spectator mode to check out where the trial chamber was. Yeah, that's like 10 chunks away from where I was mining. So not only would I have not found it, trying to look for it made me get like 20 diamonds. So I'm very glad that I did, but I was so far. Anyway, in the interest of saving you time, I'm not gonna show the rest of my mining trip because it took me a while to find lava and get obsidian, but I got enough for a portal and for an enchanting table. I made an enchanting table, I enchanted my stuff, and now we're going to the Nether. So obviously we died here last time. However, at least with the 30 seconds that I get to scout, I'm able to pick a route that looks somewhat safe. And I start going that way. And the masochist in me clearly enjoyed this because during this entire Nether portion, I was just like singing. Anyway, to save you from my beautiful angelic, to save you from my singing voice, we're just gonna cut to when I find the fortress because my mic peaks so hard that it's really. Now, the two things that I wanted from the fortress were blaze rods, for obvious reasons, and nether wart, because potion OP, me strong, me kill Ender Dragon and free it. Since the fortress is just a glorified maze, finding the blaze spawners would be pretty easy as long as I just kept hugging one wall. But the scary part would be actually fighting the blazes. Especially because in my fortress, the spawners were literally right next to each other.
Wait, are the spawners next to each other? They might be. Okay, we gotta be careful. They are. Oh my god. I'm good, I just wasn't expecting any blazes. My shield may need a replacement soon.
Though, in hindsight, I actually didn't have anything to worry about because earlier I found a village and I made a bunch of golden carrots, and surprisingly, golden carrots are really OP in survival, so I was just able to live everything. And after a slight scare, I got all the blaze rods I needed. So all that was left to do was get out of the fortress, and even though I got a little lost, I made it out. And since I viewed the rough area of my portal, I started heading back. After bridging across some more never-ending void, I finally managed to make it back to my portal. And this is now the farthest I had made it in the challenge. But oh my god, was it about to get so much worse. At the very minimum, I had a few ender pearls, and I could now also make potions. You might be noticing a happy gas in my inventory as well, but we're gonna skip over that because, oh my god, that thing was so slow. I used it for like 5 minutes. All right, happy gas is growing. Let's go get some glass. Let's go make some potions. This would actually be the first time I would use potions in a single player world, which is pretty interesting to think about considering how often I use them on like actual servers. But no matter. After brewing up some potions and realizing that the happy gas is indeed way too fucking slow, I decided to go to the stronghold. I only had about 2 eyes of ender, but my plan was to make a nether portal in the stronghold itself and then grind up everything else. But I did not realize how hard finding the ender eyes that I throw was actually going to be. It was like, I don't have a good comparison for this. You gotta trust me, it was really hard. There were several points where I had to unblind myself just to figure out where my eye went. And also, I had terrible eye luck. They genuinely broke like 4 times, which is kind of crazy, actually. That way. Did it break? Wait, no way. I'm checking. No way my first eye of ender broke, right? Wow. Anyway, after a bit of traveling and having to go to the nether to get more ender pearls, because both my eyes broke, I whittled down the general area of the stronghold. And after that, I just started looking. Anyway, since I apparently can't stop cheating during this run, while I was looking for the stronghold, I honestly got mad and just started digging up in creative mode. And then I ran into the stronghold. Good or bad luck, depending on who you ask, I guess. Well, the stronghold is really kind of the culmination of everything in this challenge. This entire challenge has turned the game into one big maze. Everything is a maze, and the stronghold is the maziest maze of them all. The maziest maze? What the fuck am I talking about? Exploring the stronghold of this challenge is genuinely what I imagine exploring like the Parisian catacombs would look like. The really interesting part about it is that generally strongholds are messed up. They're like torn apart and they go through multiple caves, and it's kind of hard to find your way around it. Even in a normal scenario, they're hard to navigate. And now combine that with not being able to see, and it becomes literal hell. But it's still enjoyable. However, for the majority of this challenge, I've just been telling you, oh, I'm really liking this challenge, and not showing you. Probably because my commentary looked like this. I'm back here? But also partially because half the fun in this challenge really just does come from the difficulty. I can't really say anything except I like doing hard challenges in games. And wow, I am just a masochist. Huh. Anyway, it turns out that while I was yapping, I've managed to find the portal room. So let's just go into the end and finish this godforsaken challenge. Speaking of the end, it's not that hard. I mean, navigating to the pillars is a pain, but all I gotta do is just like build up and then break them. So I don't know what could possibly go wrong, especially considering that I do have both strength and speed potions. I don't know what could possibly go wrong. A perched ender dragon deals a lot of damage. Noted! Oh, and did I mention that I forgot my bed? And if I die, I go like 1,000 blocks away, which makes this a whole lot scarier. However, Apart from that mishap, things were going pretty fine. I was breaking crystals, and I was making good pace. The speed potions were definitely helping. And the Endermen weren't really a threat since I was just looking down at the ground. But the Ender Dragon could strike at any time, and I would have no clue because I can't see it coming.
I can't believe I just did that.
Oh my god, what a clutch. I'm the best. And that was such a cool clutch, right, guys? Like that was pretty cool, right?
But yeah, it was.
I mean, it was
like pretty.
I thought it was pretty nice. I mean, like I was blind.
It was,
like
no, I mean, I like get it was like
It's like-
pretty difficult, but
Yeah,
like
like-
you know,
yeah,
it was
like-
fine. Yeah, it
no,
wasn't.
it was, yeah,
yeah,
no, it wasn't
yeah.
like anything special.
was
oh,
fine.
yeah. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
you guys didn't like
No.
it?
No, like
It's just it looked a
like
little
if
easy.
I
to be
landed it,
honest,
I think I
but-
would like be happy with myself, but like
It's
it's not
fine.
really.
Yeah. No, you be
I don't
proud of
understand,
yourself.
like-
You be proud of yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
are you
yeah,
patronizing me, man? Like, are you patronizing me?
No, like
No,
we're not
I'm
doing
just
it.
saying you
We're
should-
not
come
doing,
on,
like,
man.
doing
Like,
anything.
what are you
Like,
fucking
like,
doing? You're
hey,
patronizing me.
no,
Like,
like, this-
Excuse
like,
me,
this is
you
not
should
happening.
not.
You should
Nicky
not
Q.
be
You
talking. Apart from that, there was not really much else left for me to do except break all the crystals and finish the challenge. As I stated before, I'd unblind myself once I broke them because I thought it would be cool. But in hindsight, I probably should have just stayed blinded until the dragon was dead. But oh well. Oh well.
Bam!
With the challenge all done, there is now only one more thing left to discuss. And it is, should you actually do this challenge? Maybe? I had a lot of fun doing the caves and the Nether and the stronghold, but my recommendation to anybody who really wants to attempt this challenge is start it after you get stone tools and probably spawn in 12 ender pearls. Cause I'll admit, I did. I couldn't find a single enderman. This was easily the worst part of the challenge, and I'm not afraid to admit that I cheated there. It was bad. But otherwise, genuinely, I think I might do this again sometime. With my improved rule set, obviously. And I might even try beating it in armor. But that's a story for another time. Anyway, sorry this took so long. I had this video basically 80% done in August. And then my lazy ass procrastinated with the music for so long for some reason, even though it's like the easiest part. Next one sooner, hopefully. Maybe. And hopefully it's an SMP video, because while this one was fun, there was not a lot of substance to it. I just kind of ran around for like 30 minutes. And if you made it to this point, wow, thanks.